They say it's all in my head, I still feel the pain. Every time it's cold and every time it rain, feel like ice water running through my veins. Since the day I got hit, I ain't been the same. See my dog die, they blew out his brains all on the window, feel like window pane. Had to suck it up and charge it to the game. Glizzy on my hip, I'm standing on my name. I'm a soul.
Niggas want to know about the 7th ward and the 3rd ward beefing and the 10th ward and all that shit, you hear me? Son, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, that shit was a whole fucking, that was a mess, son. I ain't gonna fucking lie. Like, shit was hot down here, son. I'm talking about all in jail, in the streets in jail, like that shit was going down, son. But I remember, like, when I was in jail, I was in Conchetta on 3-2. And the 7th ward and the 3rd ward was still beefing this shit, you hear me? And I'm talking about, dog, the shit was fucked, cause I'm out of 7th ward, you hear me? And so, when I roll in, like this a whole uptown tip, everybody like out the 3rd ward or the 17th and shit like that, you hear me? And so, yeah, another nigga, but he an old nigga, this nigga Rob, he out the 7th ward too, but he like I say he an old nigga, you hear me? So you know they ain't gonna really fuck with no old niggas, you hear me? So when he see me roll in that bitch, that boy like come here. I'm like, what's up? He like, man, I'm telling them dudes where you from or whatever. So I'm like, you know, cause I got the 7 on my hand, you hear me? I got the 7 on my arm and shit, you hear me? I'm like, why not? Or whatever. He like, man, them dudes, bro, you in front of 7th wall and shit, you rolling here, bro, they flipping and shit. What? And so like, I'm like, who running the tip? I see the nigga he talking about, and I'm like, man, damn, I'm like, that's my homie, you hear me? But like, my brother out of nowhere and shit, like, I get around the whole city, like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, I holler at dude or whatever like that, but, man, look, Rod wasn't lying. Man, them niggas flipping everything, son. I'm talking about, dog. And the reason why, dude, one of the niggas, the nigga brother, the nigga out the 7th wall, and the nigga, baby mama had got killed, you hear me? The nigga was from out the 3, though. The nigga who baby mama got killed, he was from out the 3. And nigga out the 7th ward they killed his baby mama, you hear me? So like, I'm talking about they flipping everything, son. Nigga rolling that business, the first thing they hitting you with, where you from, you hear me? Nigga had holler, oh yeah, I'm out the 7th ward, but I be at the Calio and woo. But they be with the 7th ward and the Calio, you hear me? I'm like, ooh, wrong answer. Dude ain't even get to put his fucking mat down, you hear me? Blister, beat the fuck out. I'm talking about karate kicking that boy up, kind of shit, you hear me? Whoop the fuck out that boy. Boom. Another little dude rolling. He from out the 4th ward, you hear me? Now, dog, I don't know how many of y'all been in jail before, but like, it's like, for even if you ain't been in jail, this if you're a street nigga, saying you gotta read the vibes, you know what I'm saying? Look around, pay attention, observe shit, you hear me? So when you roll in this bitch, you can see all on the wall, they got Gert Town and shit, you hear me? They got 17, they got all kind of shit all on the wall, you know what I'm saying? So this nigga roll in there from the 4th wall, you hear me? When he roll in that bitch, you know, he come in that bitch like, you know, like he like, yeah, and all that shit, you hear me? So nigga hit him with the, where you from, you hear me? Boom. Nigga holler out, he out the 4th wall, but he be hanging in the 7th wall. I'm like, over for him, curtains. So they asked him, what you in there for? You hear me? This nigga here holler out, oh, I had just shot a nigga. I think I killed that boy, you hear me? And he like, oh yeah, where? He like, in the 17th. I'm like, ooh, you fucking up, brother. So they like, oh yeah? He like, yeah, I really supposed to kill his brother, but I got a little brother or whatever like that. So they like, from where in the 17th? You know what this nigga holler out? Gert Town. Oh man. Man, that nigga holler that shit out. I'm like, man, Jesus Christ can't save this nigga now, man. Man, they beat the dog shit out this nigga, son. I'm talking about beat the dog shit out this nigga, son. And they played it where they let that boy go put his, he was gonna put his mat up and shit, you hear me? He trying to go hit the phone. Man, they beat the dog shit out of this nigga. All by the little kiosk thing where you order your commissary and shit. Man, they beat the fuck out that nigga. Had that boy curled up all under that. That boy trying to hit the dude. Them bitches, kick though, bitch. I'm talking about they fucking him up, dude. You hear me the whole time, son. That nigga had just rolled in there. The deputy was so mad. cause he had just made it downstairs off the elevator, and that boy had to come back up. Man, that nigga was so mad. That nigga said, man, I ain't even gonna get out the fucking elevator, bro. Why y'all do me this, bro? Fuck that. No phones, no TV. Cut all this shit off. You hear me? I'm like, man, dog, you dudes are fucked up, son. You hear me? But boom, let's get to some of this street shit. You hear me? I told y'all I was gonna tell y'all about this shit here, cause this some shit I was personally involved in. One day, we walking down St. Bernard. It's me, Killer, this nigga PCB Los, and I can't remember for my life, dog, who the other nigga was. It was another nigga with us, dude. But like, motherfucker be having each and other numbers and shit. You heard me? It was right after they had killed girl with the gang, girl. She was with the gang with that when they was still called themselves Bird Gang. You heard me? And if y'all know. Bird Gang and PCB was beefing hard, like, you know what I'm saying? And so they called a nigga Los phone, you hear me? And they telling that boy nigga could really smoke you right now, you hear me? So the nigga Los go to looking around, like, but he ain't got it on speakerphone, so nigga don't know what's going on the other end of the phone. But like, he go to looking around, he like, yeah, well, what's up? Do y'all in? I got me. You hear me? This nigga got a 4-4 on him though, man. Like, you hear me? And I know these niggas gotta have something with dicks in it and shit. This nigga got a 4-4, you hear me? And we walking down big old St. Bernard, so they like, man, nigga on you, boy. Nigga could really do you something right now, you hear me? And so that's when he like put it on speakerphone, you hear me? So the nigga like, boy, you lucky though. You lucky, son. You don't even know, boy. You lucky, boy. Nigga really do. Nigga looking at you right now and shit, you hear me? I'm talking about everybody go to looking around like, boy, what the fuck, you hear me? Like, damn, you got a nigga kinda, you hear me? So Lowe's go to talking shit. He like, bitch, that's why a nigga had this smoke girl and woo the woo. And that's why a nigga smoked your pot and they, you know, they going back and forth talking about who they smoked and all that shit like that, you hear me? So nigga like, man, what the fuck? Cause it's like, it's crazy, cause nigga like, you know they'll go with their move. So it's like, why they ain't going with their move? You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, I come to find out, like, cause like I told you, I get around, you hear me? I fucks with a lot of niggas, you hear me? And so, one of the niggas that they were with, like, I fuck with his cousin. Me and his cousin was tough. We you know what I'm saying? We hung together tough, you hear me? And like, dude grew up under a nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? And so, and he was like one of their main hitters, you hear me? And that's the only reason why then you did go with their fucking move. And it was like a couple of times that shit happened like that, you hear me? And that nigga tell me, man, see, son, you gotta stop hanging with them niggas, dog, for real, son. Nigga was about to come through that bitch, son. And I saw your ass standing on that corner, dog. Like, you gotta stop hanging with them old bitch ass niggas and woo wop. You hear me? And like, see, when they found out that I knew the nigga, you hear me, they'll be trying to get me to get them to drop on the nigga and shit. And I'm like, man, I don't rock like that, son. I ain't into that playing both sides of the field type shit, you hear me? I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing about him, and I ain't gonna tell him nothing about y'all, you feel me? Like, y'all gotta do what y'all do. Cause like, I wasn't with PCB, you hear me? Like, I used to stay on Johnson and Columbus, you hear me? But I never was with PCB. But, you know, nigga fuck with, you know what I'm saying? And like, nigga ain't, it's some shit like all that nigga really fucked with was the Killer. You hear me? He was a cool nigga. The nigga Turtle and shit like that. You hear me? But, dog, that 7 Wall and like, you know what I'm saying? The nigga 10 Wall, I told you I ain't gonna say his name, but he had killed Corey. You hear me? Like, dog. That shit was real. That shit was real, dog. Like, for real, son. I'm talking about they had niggas out the yo and the New York. Like, it was, son. That shit was serious, son. Like, that shit was really serious, dog. For real, son. I'm talking about them dudes used to be swinging back to back. Like, for real, son. I remember when them boys, we were joked out, looking at the little video when them boys on the thing and them boy Bird Gang run shit. Who next to get hit? No, Prill in Columbus. Like, For real though, and dog, when I see we were watching that motherfucking video, son, and them niggas spun that same fucking night, and bitch had came through in a full F-150 truck, you hear me? And that bitch Lil Glenn come spin that bitch in the whole F-150 truck, you hear me? Yeah, son. Yeah, son. Like them, dog. That shit was hectic, you hear me? And like them dudes wasn't ready for them dudes though, son, cause they was on some shit like breaking in the cars and all that type of shit like that, you hear me? It wasn't really on like really getting money like that, son. See if they were really on getting money so they could get their guns up and all that shit, they probably could've, you know what I'm saying? But they couldn't really fuck with them dudes, son. Them dudes was on a whole nother level. I'm talking about the gang, like them dudes was on a whole nother level with that shit, you hear me? For real, son. Niggas out the 10 wall, they was on like, you know what I'm saying? They was on another level. I was locked up with a couple of niggas out the 10 wall, you heard me? Like Do-Man and shit. That nigga Mike, Remo, all out there with Kels, all out there with a couple of niggas out the 10 wall, you heard me? With that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like, dog, that shit was crazy, son. That shit was crazy, but yeah, dog. I remember that shit. A lot of shit I ain't gonna speak on that shit. I remember when they had called that nigga name was Brandon, but they called him Stunner, and his brother Charles they called him Gunner. You hear me? But I remember they called Brandon on I think he was on Claiborne, son. He was with his old lady, baby mama, whatever. You hear me? And them boys came spent. Like they caught that boy lagging, son. And this nigga like, you hear me? Had to be a mama, son. And they hit that girl up. Like, son, niggas be doing some, man, wild shit, you hear me? I remember a nigga out of 6 wall did that to a girl out of 7 wall, you hear me? Used that as a shield, son. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was all doing that shit with the 3rd wall and the 7 wall beef, you hear me? That nigga held girl, son, and really held her in front of him. And while they did hitting, they hit all in her head, all kind of shit, you hear me? But she still lives, son. I'm talking about they had to take skin all off her ass and shit to fix her face and all that shit. Like, dog, that shit was fucked up, son. You hear me? That shit was fucked up. And I was like fucked up that they let that nigga still breathe, son. Cause it was the nigga Beezel's sister who the nigga done it to, you hear me? Nigga PCB Beezel, you hear me? This nigga really used his sister as a human shield, son. Like for real, like, dog, that shit get wicked, son. That shit get wicked. I'ma leave that shit right there, son, cause just talking about that shit be bringing me back to a whole nother time, son, when I was on another type of time, you hear me? Like for real, son. I gotta smoke me a whole nother juice thinking about that shit, cause man, they fucked over girls, son. Like for real, they fucked over girls, son. And dude, like, I didn't like being around that nigga, son. Like I didn't like the fact that they let that nigga still come around after that shit. I ain't like the fact that they let that nigga still come around, you hear me? Like I said, I'ma leave y'all with that right there. Let y'all know how wicked that shit was when that shit was going on, son. From the streets to the jail, you hear me? That shit was really wicked, son. And then in jail, son, dog, them niggas clicking up. I remember one time I'm coming off the elevator, you hear me? I was coming from court. And so nigga like, man, nigga gonna kill you and all that shit, nigga gonna kill you and shit like that. So nigga looking through the window, nigga looking like, man, you talking all that shit, but the nigga behind you, that's the nigga that smoked your partner, you hear me? And you talking about you gonna kill me, but you went there with the nigga that smoked your partner. He like, nigga like, yeah, that's the nigga that smoked your partner. But y'all clicking up now, you hear me? Like they really was doing that type of shit, so nigga be clicking up with their beef because they, like, son, like, alright, well, say it's like this, you hear me? They got the Calio beefing with the Calio, front of town and back of town beefing, you hear me? But they got another beef with the 7 Water shit, right? But the Cali gonna click up with the niggas out the Cali and go against the niggas in the 7th ward, you hear me? But nigga like, that nigga smoked your partner, you hear me? You worry about me? Man, y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, though. But like I said, I'ma leave y'all with that, you hear me? I'ma leave y'all with that. And until another time, you hear me? Culture.